Aries, how you doing, guys? So we are here to do your, what are we talking now? 15th until the 29th. 15th until the 29th of February. So just give me just a brief second. There are changes to Patreon now, and it's gone down in price from $16 to $5. So now if you want to join Patreon, you have access to all of the extended readings, all of the coaching videos that will be put over there very soon. So everything from here basically goes straight to Patreon. For $5 you can watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and your person of interest also. There will be MP3s downloads at some point too for every meditation music that I'm doing. There's one that I've also just done, which is Angel Whispers Light Healing. So that will be as an MP3 that you can download and put it onto your iPads and iPods also. So you get all that too. So everything's changed basically, and it's gone to one tier, and it will just be $5 if you want to join. And it would really help me out also, Aries. And it gives everybody a chance to watch the extended readings and stuff that I will do. There are bonuses. Things will change over there. But at the moment, we're going to look through the moment before, like we've been doing. So just show me what's been happening at the moment before with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Jupiter. Also check your descending signs as well. Okay, so there was a moment of stagnation. You've definitely got Leo, definite Leo. There's a lot of wondering about what Leo wanted to do. I think a Leo energy kind of took a stance of, well, I'm going to think, because this is walking off, like going off somewhere. It feels like that they went off towards the Seven of Cups because they more than likely had, I wouldn't say options of other people. There could be, but it's more like I have dreams and stuff that I really want to do, so I'm going to go and visit the parents or something first to analyse the situation. I think that your partner, if being Leo, if it was, that they, there was something that they were thinking that they wanted to do. That's walking off from you and having a break pretty much, maybe, or you could have done. But then it seems like that they delivered a message, so they probably talked to you. They probably said to you that they were going to go and visit the parents, or that they had something that they wanted to do about moving, something definitely about moving, that they might want to be independent, or they just want to move. Okay, or it could be you, Aries, but there's a lot of like wondering, well, what is it that you're going to do? See, yeah, it feels like that they went back here from you to the parents and back home. It feels like, well, I'm going to have to go back home then. I'm going to have to go back home. So they probably told you that, or you know that they went back home in order to, because probably what they want to do is, because it's something to do with parents and things like that, and it's to do with money, and it's to do with space and time. And it feels like that they just needed some time in order to probably figure out what they wanted to do financially, but also within the house. So there would have been a lot of, it feels like there could have been a lot of clutter around the house where the space is very confined, and that they needed to go back somewhere first to find out information from their parents. But they're probably also talking as well to friends as well about this situation of what they can do. I don't think it's financially. I think it's more to do with a house, because they're probably seeking for housing government or house support, something to do with supporting rent and things like that. Let's see. Now, I haven't done a reading in a while, Aries, so please give me a second just to warm up. Show me the moment before for Aries. So the Devil, so they're still attached. They're very much attached. I really hope that it's not with another person, Aries. I couldn't really tell you that. But they're definitely attached to you, as well as a lot of thinking. There's a lot of thinking about which direction it is that someone wants to go. You've got Capricorn, possible Aquarian, and also Gemini, Leo. Okay? But it feels like that this energy here went towards their family in order to discuss some kind of dependency and codependency, that it was a lot to do with money, that you or they might be so concerned about money or work that there's such a strictness to work that it's now making someone think, well, I'm going to have to work for the relationship, but it's really to do with physical earning money work. Do you know what I'm saying, Aries? I think the camera's off center. but something to do with the physical appearance of how the relationship was a lot to do with that someone could have just wanted a lot to do with money, and that they were trying to build up their family again. I'm thinking that it's coming across as both energies, that they went back to their family that gave you a slight break, but it's really to do with money and families and an attachment to working, but probably not strictly, but just because I'm picking up Strictly Come Dancing. I don't know why. Strictly Come Dancing. Someone could have asked you to do you want to come dancing? Do you want to come dancing? Why am I hearing that one? Strictly Come Dancing. Strictly. I don't know. I'm trying to work out why I heard Strictly Come Dancing. Okay, well, you've got a strong attachment to them still. But you see, the person, if this is them and you don't know about charts, then where they went back towards their family was Capricorn, Taurus. Okay, they would have definitely had that in their chart. They walked. I'm picking this up as a Leo energy. But they went back to the family, it seems, to talk about this devil, to talk about rent. You know, that how much can they afford if you're together as a couple, but you are having this momentary lapse of reason and of having to reason with them about financial aid and support, meaning that I'm there to support you and love you, and I will talk to you about it, but it's something to do with a move, like moving in or moving out, or are we living together, or what are we doing? Kind of a coexisting energy. Well, we're just coexisting and we're just learning to live. Some of this is a new relationship that you've just been in, or it's a friend. This can also be a friend, you see, that you're talking to or they're talking to, because it feels like that they went off to talk to their family. Okay, a child probably went off towards their family here. So it can either be your person or you're witnessing it, that's someone talking to you as a cross-watcher of someone that has this in their chart. This is how deep these can get, because I'm picking it up that someone has gone back to their family to talk about rent and bills, and how much will it cost in order for me to own my own property, and how much would it cost for me to pay my own way and pay my own rent. And it's a lot to do with this relationship here, and it's also a lot to do with financial businesses as well, you know, because there can be a lot of strict businesses that are there. It's just that there's so much money. It feels like there's so much money involved for some of you, but it might not just be like there's physically so much money. It just might mean that there's so much time that's consumed with how much someone's having to work, and they're having to work to support themselves but also their family, that cause some kind of separation between you and your partner, and it's left some time of breathing space to be able to physically think that where the relationship stands within you and your partner. Okay, so if this did happen, please make sure that you leave a comment, guys, just to let me know. But a like, share, all that kind of stuff, would really appreciate it if you could hit the like button and also the bell button, guys. Also very important for changes that come up, so you get notified of changes. But you see, this is praying for some kind of like change, that just there needed to be some kind of change. There needed to be more. It's to do with health, someone's health. It could be like ill will. I'm also picking up like a will as well, like an inheritance to do with family, and that someone, either one, is so reliant on their family that takes, it's very difficult to get someone away from their family, put it that way, Aries. Okay, can be both of you, but it felt like that someone thought, well, you know, I'm gonna have to put up like a I don't know, a line in the sand, but so many lines can be drawn, so it just feels like that I've overdrawn. I don't know why I'm picking it up, like I'm overdrawn and someone's asking for a loan. That's either, can I just lend an ear, okay, as a friend or a person, or can I have a physical loan? This would be a bank loan that someone asked for. They either asked it from you, or you might be seeking it yourself as a bank loan, okay, because I'm picking up banker, a banker, something to do with a banker. but also a physical loan that you might have asked. But someone might have said, well, you're going to have to put down some kind of like boundaries within this relationship. I'm picking this up as someone that's telling this to somebody, that you're going to have to put up some kind of like boundaries within the relationship, or going to have to put up some kind of like boundary within the home here by the amount of times that you come back and ask. Because there's some like, well, I need to come back again and ask for some more money. I need to come back and ask for some more help. I don't know which energies is coming from, Aries, but I'm definitely picking it up. I need to seek the bank in order for a loan. I also need to go to seek another job, maybe, to see if it's supporting me enough or them. And that, because if you didn't do that, this is definitely what they would do, I would say. And I think that they probably was talking to their family or to the bank even about how much of a struggle that it can be to be without the person, but like, I can't live with you and I can't also live without you. It feels like that. So I'm very reliant on what it is that you give me as support, but I can't also use that within my relationship factor, because my relationship seems to be drawn apart from family and also relationship. So we had a moment break, a break. I don't think like it's a permanent break, Aries. I just feel like it's just a break from work. Some of you are like physically just wanting a break from work, and it's like, I just need a break. I just need a break because I'm having to support my family. I'm having to build up my business. I've got so many contracts here to do with businesses that money could be really flowing for someone. Okay, that the contracts are all there and that there's a lot of money, but I would say contracts, because Hierophant can have like strong contracts and strong business mind. Someone's got a very strong business work ethic, okay? And that someone is saying to a person that, well, you're going to have to tell them, but you're also going to have to find a way to compromise between the amount of love that you put into the relationship, but also the amount of time that you or the person puts into work. I'm picking this up as someone talking to a friend as well, or to a child, saying, look, you know, you're going to have to sort out how much time your person has at work, and also how much time they dedicate themselves towards the things that you want in a relationship to make it fully work. Okay, so that just seems to be just a small part of what could have gone on from the moment before, Aries. So now we will look into the moment after, which is from the 15th until the 29th of February. From the 15th until the 29th of February for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, show me Aries from the 11th until the 29th. We've also had a gale force wind here, Aries, like my fence where this window is completely blown over. It was terrible in the UK. So now, you see, things are in the air. There's a lot in the air. I'm also picking up Libra energy to do with contracts at work and legally binding stuff. Okay, things are just like up in the air. Okay, that is, wow, the wrong deck. So we'll leave that one at that. Okay, but things are up in the air. Put it that way. We'll continue on. Sorry about that one. Let's see. Who was shouting at the camera saying, Steve, you picked up the wrong deck? You picked up the wrong deck. I'm also hearing a decking. Something to do with like decking, like wooden decking, like outside. Someone needs to get outside, but also like a wooden decking seems to be taking up a lot of someone's time. Like trying to afford to renovate the home. To renovate the home, or like wooden decking. I'm picking up wooden decking. Or wooden decking. Okay, so you got Scorpio. So things are up in the air. There's a lot of transformation that is taking its time, put it that way. There's a lot of healing. This could be a physical loss that you could have gone through, and it could have been to do with like an inheritance, and it could have like put a lot of what would you call it, like a spoke in the wheel, because there could be people that are wanting certain things, meaning, well, we're going to have to divide the family home, and we're also going to have to divide the family business. So everything's got to go. I'm picking up like an auction yard or something to do with a yard, like someone's yard where there is a decking, but also like an auction yard for some of you. Okay, and I feel like there's a lot of division of assets, meaning, well, you can have this and you can have that. This could be the bank that's saying that you're going to have to divide your business into segments and then sell them off in pieces. Some of that could be, I'm picking up Pink Floyd as well. One of these days I will cut you into a billion pieces. You'll have to watch that one. It's a very good Pink Floyd song. One of these days. But one of these days, Aries, we're going to have to divide the assets, and we're going to have to split that down for the family home and the business, and we're going to have to also give time for the relationship, same messages, but a lot to do with this yard sale or having to divide things up to sell it off. Because I keep picking up something to do with someone's yard, meaning like an estate, like there's an estate. Or Stacy, the name Stacy, or Stay. It's like, stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Well, you can stay with me. Okay. They're saying that someone with a friend or a family said, like, you can stay with me. Someone is also seeking to say, do you want to rent an apartment? Like, do you want to rent an apartment? And you can stay with me. That's what someone's saying. Now, if you don't know that, that could be when this separation happened between you lot, that someone said, which is a friend, you can stay with me. I think one of your people said, somewhere out there, asked somebody, look, let's have support housing, and you need to, what was the old TV program they're coming up with, Phone a Friend? Phone a friend. Oh, hold on a second, I need to phone a friend and ask them, can I stay with you for a bit? I need to phone a friend. Phone a friend. I need to phone a friend. That's what they're saying. Phone a friend and ask if you want to share, like a house share. I don't know where my visions come from, Aries. It really does help when people leave messages just to let me know that it resonated, though. If it does. But let's see, Aries. Continue on the reading from 11th until the 29th of February. Stay with me. There you go. Stay with me. That's exactly what they said. Stay with me. A mum here. Queen of Swords. Someone is like just saying, you're going to have to cut this out. You're going to have to stop it. You're just going to have to stop that. You're going to have to do something. The Queen of Swords can be very violent. She can be in her speech. But I always pick this up as parents, you see. But these can be court appearances where someone needs to be more fair and just. So it can be the court system. Okay, it can be Libra, a lot to do with Libra. That if you're ill, then you're going to need to tell me. Because there's some kind of like ill will. Or someone is physically ill, because you've got the first card out is Death card. Okay, and someone could have, I hate giving these messages over, but someone could have like a serious illness, okay, and that they're having to tell their boss, or they're having to say, listen, what is it that you want to do? Do you want to come back to work? Or do you want to come back to me? Or what is it that you want to do? And someone is saying, well, I'm sorry, but I can't live with, I can't live with your parents. Sorry. I can't live with your mum. Who knows? Sorry, Aries. That's not blatant. It's just what I'm hearing. But I can't live with you, but I can't live with your parents. It's something like that. Like, I can't live here. Like, I can, sorry, there's a load of message coming through. Like, I can't live, because it's that, I can't live with you, I can't live without you, we're stuck in the middle with you, but I can't live with your parents, so this is someone that's saying it to a friend here, to someone that they left behind, and they went to talk to them about this person, about the Queen. Now that can be you, and it can also be another, like, you know, someone else's parent, but I can't live with them. So I can't live with you, and I can't live without them, but I can't also... Someone's confused, Aries, is what I'm channeling, well, picking up. But someone feels very confused with what they want at this time. There seems to be a lot of things up in the air. it might not be a physical illness, but it could just be that someone's saying that I can't live. There you go. But then they come back, you see. They come back to talk to this queen and tell her something. Tell her something. That there is an opportunity to reach out and say to this queen that, you know, we need to do something around this family, that I love you and my heart is there. My heart, someone wears their heart on their sleeve. It could be a Piscean energy, but someone like wears their heart on their sleeve and they're saying, look, I'm just open for discussion. But this person here, someone's fearing telling this person a little bit because it's being offered towards this queen. So it is being offered towards you as a mum, but it would depend if you've got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your chart. But I'm willing to talk, to work it out. Libra, definite Libra. Libra with Capricorn, something to do with Libra and Capricorn, Libra and Capricorn, Libra and Capricorn. Okay, but we're going to have to talk about me giving you this offer, but still someone's like, well, I really don't know. They're just still in this Two of Swords, that there could be a lot of conflict between parents and families and having to live together. And it's kind of like, well, what do we do then? Because we're going to have to learn to compromise, because we can't just sit here battling over one another all the time, or we can't. It's a lot to do with contracts at work as well. The person's boss could be a Libra, it could be this is the boss. Libra energy would be a boss that owns a business to do with contracts. And it could be that if you're not watching it for love life and you're watching it for work, then it's a lot to do with being undecided about what to really do. But definitely coming from air signs. Which is obviously going to reflect on you, you know. So want me to take the other card? Really? Taurus and Taurus. Taurus and Porous. Porous. I had Porous. Porous, Taurus. I don't know why I'm hearing that one. So excuse my, I don't know why I come out with things like that, but I had something to do with Porous. Russell? Russell. The name Russell? Or rusks, to do with a child, like rusks, of having to bring someone up and raise someone. But it feels like raising the dead. Sorry, but that's what it feels like. Well, I'm just going to have to like raise because I'm picking up the Four of Swords, of trying to get someone to physically move. Because, well, yeah, Four of Swords, which is the Four of Cups. Still, it's kind of like it's physically to get someone up and to do something. It's like, what are you focused on then? What is it that you want? I think this is what you're saying to them, Aries. You know, what do you want? Because it feels like, well, I've drawn a line in the sand with this person. They're driving me crazy, that I'm going to somehow have to enforce this situation with some kind of like either legally binding contract to stop someone interfering and to stop asking me. This could be, you know, someone saying that to stop this person asking me, I'm going to have to like go to court. For some of you, that's if you know, for some of you. But if it's not, it's kind of like, well, on one hand, I'm willing to talk and I'm willing to compromise of what we can do with a family and what we can do. But on the other hand, I've got two Tauruses right there, and I've got my marriage and I've also got your relationship factor to figure out. So what do we do? Because we're all in it together, but someone needs to move or needs to, if it's offering to a love partner that's not listening, then it really feels like they're not going to listen. It's like Scorpio, Taurus. This is also like a Scorpio rising and a Taurus descending, or a Taurus rising and a Scorpio descending. And they can also have water in their chart. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay? Mixture. But it feels like talking to someone can also fall on deaf ears, but not to the person. Who knows what those lessons are really about, you know? And who knows what really happens in when you come out of a tarot reading and go back into your normal lives. You know, there's a lot of differences of opinion, but this might be because someone is just dedicated towards their work. They're studying a lot and they're working really hard, this person. They work really hard to remain in this stance, and they do that for a reason. There's always a reason to everything, and this person does it for a reason. That's what they keep saying, for a reason. Season. They do it for a season. They do it through a season. Someone works like from season to season, like contracts of school, or something between the breaks of school, or you know, breaking up for college and that kind of thing. And they do it from season to season. It's something to do about 4 seasons in one day. Yeah, 4 seasons in one day. Okay, which was, I forget the name of the band, great band from Australia, right? I forget the name of the band, I love that band. 4 seasons in one day. 4 seasons in one day. La, da, 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 da. Yeah, I can't remember the lyrics, guys, but look that up. 4 seasons in one day. You're 4 seasons in one day. The flowers up like rain, like rain. Yeah. Fills my cup like 4 seasons in one day. Fills my cup like 4 seasons in one day. In one day. This person takes one day, or the name day, but 4 seasons in one day. One more card, please. Ugh. One more card, please. Thank you. King of Cups. Wow. Things have just got even more difficult because there are physical attachments of love that's there. This is Scorpio Pisces. Because Scorpio Pisces, definite Scorpio Pisces, or Cancer can be there as well. But definite Cancer, Scorpio Pisces, and they have this in their chart. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Okay. And it's... what is this? Yeah, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Someone just gets hurt by their feelings because someone is just dedicated to their work, and that they don't have full amount of time in a relationship, meaning like the relationship's there, sure, because I love the person, but physically to get them away from their work could probably be impossible. It could probably be impossible, okay? Because this would be someone, if it's not trying to get someone to get a job, if they've got a job and they're dedicated to it, it's very difficult to get this person to stop working, right? But there's a lot of love there. Because you would love the person with the King of Cups. The King of Cups don't mean not love. It means that there's love there, but there's a lot of love for work, and there's a lot of love for family. Like, will I do it for my family? And I do it for you. Well, I'm hearing another song. I do it for you. I'll do it for you. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go over to the side. So like I said, guys, Patron now is only $5. Things are changing, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do it all over there. But if you go over to the link below under the Show More section and go into Patreon, it also really supports me. You can donate as much as you want, but the least amount is $5. That gives you access to Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and also your partner. You can cross-comparison everything. There will be thoughts and feelings and all that sort of stuff that will all be done in different parts of the time. But it's $5. And you also get the meditation music at some point. But from now on, this reading will go over to the new tier, which is $5. Okay, if you want to reach out for a personal reading, you can do that below. We're going to continue on, and then I will clarify the cards to see the deeper meaning of what this can be about. But we'll continue on with the timeline up until around the 30th, something like that. Okay? All right, guys, thanks very much for all your time. I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you again soon. Peace.